Hi, I'm Jamie Zanetta, wellness consultant with Common Health, and I'm here today with some stretches designed to help us with stress management. Stretching in general is really great for stress management because as we move through those stretches and we focus on doing it safely, it takes our focus away from the different things in our life that are causing us stress. I particularly like neck stretches for stress management because a lot of times when we're under stress, we build up pain and tension in our neck and the tops of our shoulders. So neck stretches can be particularly effective to help us with stress management. Let's go ahead and get ourselves set up for the stretches. You can do these stretches standing or seated, totally up to you. The way that you do the stretches is going to be very similar standing or seated. So pick your position and let's go ahead and set up our good strong base. So for that, if you're standing, root down through your feet into the floor. If you're seated, root down through your feet in the floor and through your hips in the seat of the chair. And then lift up through the crown of your head, stand or sit nice and tall, roll those shoulders down and back, and make sure that your chin is pretty parallel or level with the floor. So that's our neutral base position. And then we're gonna start with just moving our head and our neck through some ranges of motion. The muscles in our neck are pretty small, so we wanna kinda just get them a little warm before we go into the stretches and also help us get an idea of what our range of motion is today. So we'll start with flexion and extension. So get that nice strong base, lifted head, rooted feet and hips if you're seated, and then bring your chin to your chest. Flex and then extend. Bring your chin up towards the ceiling, look up. And then just move through those movements, flexing and extending. We're gonna aim for about 5 times. You might do it a little more or a little less. Just flexing and extending. I'm gonna do it one more time in each direction. And then once you're done, come back to that neutral, strong base. So top of your head is lifted, feet and hips, if you're seated, are both grounded, shoulders are down and back. And then let's go into some lateral flexion where we're bending our head from side to side. So bring your ear towards your shoulder, keep your shoulders down and back, and then come back to center, go the other direction. And just move through that range of motion, side to side, bringing your ear to your shoulder, not your shoulder to your ear, right? So keep those shoulders down and back. Breathe as you move. I'm gonna do one more time each direction. It's hard to count and talk at the same time. And then come back to your neutral position. And then the last range of motion that we're gonna do is rotation. So we're just gonna turn our head, look from side to side, come back to center, and then look to the other side. Again, aim for about 5 times in each direction. If you're a little short or a little over, it's okay. But just getting an idea of that range of motion, getting those muscles a chance to move and get warm before we go into our stretches. We're gonna be holding those stretches today. So I'm gonna go one more time, and then I'm gonna come back to neutral. All right, so let's get into the stretches. And we're gonna come in to that lateral flexion first. So if you're seated, it's a good idea, especially if you have trouble keeping your shoulders down away from your ears, take hold to the bottom of the seat, right? If you're standing, what you can do is bring one arm behind your back, and that's gonna help that shoulder to stay down. So I'm gonna bring my right arm behind my back, stand up nice and tall, and then bring your left ear to your left shoulder. And then you may feel that stretch in the side of your neck. If you want to have a little bit more of a stretch, you can bring your left hand up and just allow it to rest on the side of your head. No pulling, just allow the weight of your hand to add a little extra pressure. And we're gonna hold these stretches for about 30 seconds. Nice deep breaths as you hold. And then if your hand is up, you can go ahead and release that hand down, bring your head back up to center, release your arm from behind your back if you have it there. And then we're gonna take it to the other side. So left arm comes behind your back. If you'd like, you're totally welcome to do those arms down by your side. Or if you're seated, you can hold on to the bottom of the chair. Get that strong base, root down, lift up through your head, chin is neutral, and then right ear to right shoulder. Breathe as you hold, and then remember, you've got that option. If you want a little extra pressure, bring your right hand up. Just allow the weight of your hand to rest on your head, right? So please, no pulling. Don't crank down on your head. Just allow the weight of your hand to rest there. And that's completely an option, right? We don't have to do that. So feel free to leave your hand down by your side. All right, if your hand is up, go ahead and release that down, bring your head back to that neutral position. If your hand's behind your back, you can go ahead and bring it out from behind you. The next one we're gonna do is going to combine some flexion with some rotation. So it's gonna be a little combo there. So what we wanna do is we wanna rotate our head so that it's looking out kind of at the corner of the wall, so we're on this diagonal, and then we wanna flex the neck to bring our chin to our chest. If you'd like, you can hold on to the bottom of the chair if you're seated. If you're standing, you can bring, so we're looking to the left, you can bring your right arm behind you for a little extra stretch there. And then we've got that option to bring the hand up. So you can bring your left hand up and just allow it to rest on your head, just to give a little bit more stretch, a little bit more pressure. Again, we're breathing as we hold, and we're aiming to hold for about 30 seconds here. Great. If your hand is up, you can go ahead and release that down, lift your head up, come back to center, release your hand from behind your back if you have it, and then we've got to do that to the other side. So go ahead and look to the right, out on that diagonal, kind of to the corner of the room, and then flex. So chin to chest. If you're seated, you can take hold to the bottom of the chair. If you're standing, you can bring that left arm behind you. Those are options. You don't have to do that. And then another option is bring that hand up. So bring your right hand up, let it rest on the back of your head if you'd like. Nice deep breaths here. Again, we're holding for about 30 seconds. And then if your hand's up, go ahead and release it. Come back to center, release your hand from your. These are our stretches for today. I hope you enjoyed them. I hope that you're feeling less pain and more looseness in your neck and your upper shoulder area. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a healthy, happy day. Bye-bye.